In this video, what I want to show you is how to do the setup for the water quality portion of water chemistry. So we're going to start with the sensor data, and we're going to build a new experiment. Now, we're going to be looking at 5 different types of sensors, and I'll list them somewhere on the video here in just a second. But one of them is a conductivity sensor. We're going to be measuring the level of salt in the water, because that's going to be very important as we look at the chemistry of this. Don't forget the pH. That's another one that we're going to be using. Also, the temperature probe. And then the kind of the oddball one is the one we have to actually put on an air link. And it's one of the blue boxes, and it's going to be the dissolved oxygen one. And then the new one that we're going to be putting together is the turbidity sensor. The turbidity sensor will allow us to be able to take a look at how cloudy the water is. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I've already kind of set up the window. And on this one right here, what I want to do is I want to choose the one template that has 5 windows, actually 4 windows, because really the turbidity sensor kind of likes to have its own window, and we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to choose 4 of them. These are the 4 windows I'm going to be choosing. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and Bluetooth them, which means I have to pair them, and I'm going to use a colorimeter a little bit later. So I'm going to select pH, and then conductivity, the temperature, and the air link. The air link is going to have linked to it the dissolved oxygen level. So we have to make sure that that is plugged in and is ready to go. All right, now we got that thing. Again, I'm leaving out the turbidity colorimeter, so I'm going to click done. And then what you're going to do is go 1, 2, 3, and when you do that, see the wireless pH sensor. I'm going to do that one. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get the next one, which is the conductivity. We're looking for the salt concentration. And then 1, 2, 3 again. And this one is going to be on the, let's see, the temperature probe. And then lastly, the 1, 2, 3. That one, when we select measurement, that one's going to be on dissolved oxygen. So now we have all 4 of them. So now what you can do is you can go ahead and sample all of your water samples. Now remember, we have 2 different kinds of water samples. One is from Cass Creek Nature Preserve in particular. And we're also looking at the Poudre Creek watershed. We're looking at the sample that I took on Sunday underneath the I-505 bridge, just right outside of Winters. So go ahead and get those set up, and then you can come back to the video and watch how we do the turbidity. All right, now that you've collected all the data, the next thing that you need to do is on your Google Classroom, you want to upload all of the information that I've given you a spreadsheet. Go ahead and put that on there. Then you want to load all of your data into your Google form. So make sure that you'll see the link in Google Classroom. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the colorimeter. Now to do that, I'm going to separate a different type of just the template that just has the 1 page. That should be able to handle it pretty well. I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to take everything off of it. Now, because it's been sitting here, it needs to be turned back on. Right, now the colorimeter turbidity sensor is ready to go, so we're going to click it once, and we're going to upload that by pairing it. But we first of all have to calibrate it. So click on the calibration button, and then you select the sensor, and that is the turbidity sensor. We're going to select that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to calibrate it. You should have a vial that looks like this, a clear vial, and it's kind of corrugated on one side. You're going to fill that up with the solvent, or basically the water sample, and then it's going to be clear on this side. You put the clear end inside of this, and then click it shut. Then you click on calibrate, and when it has a check mark on it, now what you're going to do is you have a 100 NTU solution What that does is it's the standard. So what you're going to do with that one, you're going to put it in the vial again, and then what you're going to do next is the same thing. You're just going to go ahead and put that in there with the clear surfaces next to the LED, shut it, and then calibrate it. Once that's done, you're done with that. So now what you can do is go ahead and select 1, 2, 3, select the measurement, click on turbidity. And now if you wanted to actually do that, I'm going to go ahead and put the sample, water sample in, and click start. And it's basically 90% or around 90 NTUs, basically on the clearer side of the 100 standard. So go ahead and finish up your samples with that. And again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the lab. Thanks.